Welcome to T1 Academy. In our last session, we discussed about the permutations. So in this session, we are going to see about the combinations. And after that, we will see some problems based on these permutations and combinations. We will see it, students. Now see here, before going to this combination concept, we should know some of the basics. The formula for these combinations is NCR. I told you combinations is nothing but selection or choosing the things. Right. So NCR formula, the NCR formula is equal to n factorial by n minus r factorial into r factorial. NCR is nothing but n factorial by n minus r factorial into r factorial. This is the thing which we will have in NCR case. Now, before going to this formula or going to solve the questions from this, we need some shortcut methods to get the answers. For example, if you want to find 10C8, if we go with the formula, what will happen to this? Please observe here, 10 factorial by 10 minus 8 factorial into 8 factorial, right? 10 factorial by 10 minus 8 factorial into 8 factorial. So now what happens to this? 10 factorial by 2 factorial into 8 factorial. So what I can write this one once again, 10 into 9 into 8 factorial by 1 into 2 into 8 factorial. Now 8 factorial I can cancel it, already I told you. So that what it becomes 10 into 9 by 1 into 2. 1 into 2. So instead of doing all these things, what I will suggest you people is 10C8, right? 10C8. So this is the value which we are going to write. And similarly, okay, for timing, observe this one carefully. This is one thing. We will come to this one once again. We will come back to this once again. So similarly 10C2. If I have something like this 10C2. So what I am going to do in this case 10C2, 10 factorial by 10 minus 2 factorial into 2 factorial, right? So now what happens to this? 10 factorial by 10 minus 2 factorial is 8 factorial into 2 factorial. Next 10 factorial I will write as 10 into 9 into 8 factorial by 8 factorial into 1 into 2. 8 factorial will get cancelled, and what I was left with here 10 into 9 by 1 into 2. 1 into 2. Now please observe here, students, 10C8 and 10C2, what it is? Both are equal. So that means 10C8, if I want to find 10C8, I will simply find 10C2. 10C8 value will be equal to 10C2. For example, if I want to find 9C6, 9C6 will be equal to 9 minus 6 is how much? 3. So that means I can write it as 9C3. Okay, 10 minus 8 is 2, so I can write it as 10C2. 9 minus 6 is 3, so I can write it as 9C3. For example, if I have 7C5 I can equal it to what? 7C2. 7 minus 5 it is 2, so 7C2. So the formula from this which we can derive is NCR will be equal to NC n minus R. NCR will be equal to NC n minus R. Students, please try to understand this. 10C8 I will write it as why, what is the reason I will tell you later, but please observe here 10C8 we can write it as 10 minus 8 is 2, so 10C2. 9C6 I can write it as 9 minus 6 it is C3, so I can write it as 9C3. Similarly 7C5, 7 minus 5 it is 2, so I can write it as 7C2. Understood? So from this only we are deriving one formula, NCR is equal to NC n minus R. NCR is equal to NC n minus R. Okay, sir, what is the reason behind that? Why we are doing in this manner? Means, see here, to find 10C2, what we have done? We have done all this procedure, right? Instead of that, 10C2, I will write directly. I will decrease 10 for 2 times, that is 10 into 9 by 1 into 2. 2 is there, right? 1 into 2, and 10 I will decrement it for 2 times. For example, if I want to find 10C3, then what I will do? 10 into 9 into 8, 3 are there, right? 1, 2, 3 by 1 into 2 into 3. Directly I will write it as 1 into 2 into 3. Directly I am going to write it as 1 into 2 into 3. Understood, student? For example, similarly, okay, here itself we will write the same thing. For example, if I have something like this, 6C5. 6C5 actually is equal to what? 6C1. I can write 6C5 as 6C1. So directly I will write as 6C1. So 6C1 value what it becomes? 6 by 1. Why? Because 6 I will reduce only for one time by 1, that's it. For example, if I have something like this 9C2, what I will do? 9 into 8 by 1 into 2. 9 into 8 by 1 into 2. Nothing more than that. Okay. So we should know this concept, students. To write the answers quickly, to get the answers quickly, we will take the help of these methods. Each and every time we are not going to substitute everything in the formula and try to get the answer. Instead of that, what we will do is 9C2 means what we are going to do? We are going to find in this manner. 9 into 8 by 1 into 2. For example, if it is some 15C3, how you are going to write it as 15 into 14 into 13. Reduce it for 3 times by 1 into 2 into 3. Anyway, 15C3 value will be equal to the same thing. For example, if I want to find 15C12, 15C12 will be equal to 15C3, and 15C3 value how I will write? 15 into 14 into 13 by 1 into 2 into 3. I hope you understood this concept. Okay, we are going to use these concepts to solve our problem. Okay, and next thing, similarly, there are some standard procedures like this. Few standard values are there for us. What are those means? NCN will be equal to 1. NCN will be equal. That means 10C10 will be equal to 1. Understood? Similarly, 9C9 will be equal to 1. Anything. 6C6 will be equal to 1 like this. Okay, and similarly, NC1 will be equal to N. NC1 will be equal to 1. That means, for example, 10C1 means what? 10. 9C1 means 9. 6C1 means 6. Like this. Directly we will write. So, please observe these things. These things are the 1, 2, 3. These 3 things are very important, as well as how we will find the values. If I have something like this, 10C2 means I will decrement 10 for 2 times. So, 10 into 9 by 1 into 2. These 4 are very, very important to get our answers quickly. Okay, to get the answers quickly, we are going to take the help of these 4 things. Anyway, the formula is a formula. Okay, formula is a standard procedure. We may get the answer or may not get the answer. That is secondary. Okay, the formula is the standard procedure, n factorial by n minus r factorial into r factorial. But each and every time if we go with the formula, it will waste a lot of time. Instead of that, if you know these techniques, you will get the answers very easily. That is the reason before solving the problems itself, I am telling these techniques. Why? Because later while solving, directly we will apply all these techniques. Okay, right. Next one. Directly now we will move to the form problems. Okay, right. Combination problems. See here, if n elements are there, from that if I would need to choose r elements, means if from n elements, if r elements are to be selected, then it can be done in NCR ways. It can be done in NCR ways. It can be done in NCR ways. From n different elements, if I want to choose r elements, then it can be done in NCR ways. It can be done in NCR ways. Now come to our question. From a group of 15 students, r are to be selected. See, selection means what? Combination. For a competition, in how many ways it can be done? So what we will write? 15C6. It can be done in 15C6 ways. So 15C6 means what I will do? 15 into 14 into 13 into 12 into 11 into 10 into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Up to 10 it is enough. By 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5 into 6. Now see here, 6 2s are 12. So 12 I will cancel. 5 3s are 15. I will cancel 15. Next 2 times is 5. Next 2 times is 7. So what I got finally? 7 into 13 into 11 into 5. Okay. 7 into 13 into 11 into 5. So what you will get this value as? 7 into 13 into 11. One of the most frequently asked things. 1001 into 5. So you can do that in 5005 ways. You can do that in 5005 ways. Okay, understood, students? Okay, in this many ways we can select 6 students out of 15 students. Out of 15 students we can select 6 students in 5005 ways. Okay, next one. In how many ways can a group of 5 men and 2 women can be made out of a total 7 men and 3 women? And one more thing, students, In our combination concept, whenever we see and, there we will multiply. Wherever we see or, there we will add. Remember this one. Whenever we see and, we will multiply. Wherever we see or, we will add it. We will add it. This is very, very important, students. Whenever we see and, we will multiply. Wherever we see or, we will add those things. We will see. Why we will see later. Now see here. In how many ways a group of 5 men and 2 women can be made out of total of 7 men are there for me and 3 women are there. From them I need to pick 5 men and I need to pick 2 women. So that means what I need to do here? 5 men and 2 women, right? 5 men and 2 women. 5 men from 7 men. In how many ways I can select? 7C5 into, and means into from 3 women I need to pick 2 women. 3C2. 7C5 into 3C2. See here, students, just now I told you and means into, or means plus. And means into, or means plus. So we will apply the same concept here. From 7 men I need to pick 5 men and from 3 women I need to pick 2 women. So 7C5 means what I can write? 7C5 as 7C2. 3C2 I can write it as 3C1. Already we know 7 minus 5 is 2. So 3 minus 2 is 1. So 7C2 means what I can write? 7 into 6 by 1 into 2 into 3C1 means 3 only. We know it already. So 2 1s, 2 3s, 7 3s are 21, 21 3s are 63. So that means I can select them in how many ways? I can select them in 63 different ways. Next one. In a party there are 12 persons. Yes. This is one of the very important concept, students. Why? Because every time in the examination, the chances of asking questions from this area is very high. Okay. For any event to happen, if it requires 2 persons, okay, any event, that means a match between 2 teams, to conduct a match between in a cricket match, how many teams are required? 2 teams are required. To conduct a football match, 2 teams are required. So any event, that means match is a event which requires 2 persons, then the total number of ways. See here, the question is, in a party there are 12 persons, how many handshakes? To give one handshake, how many persons are required for us here? 2 persons are required. So that means not only in this case, any event, this is one of the standard one, write it as a note. Any event which requires 2 elements to happen, then the number of ways it can happen when n elements are present or there is NC2. That means they will happen for NC2 way times. That things will happen for NC2 ways. So this is one of the standard procedure, students. Okay, so now see here, please see here, in a party there are 12 persons, how many handshakes are possible if every person handshakes with every other person? So total how many people are there in that party? 12 people are there. 12 people are there in that party, and for one handshake how many people are required for us? 2 people are required for us. So 12C2. 12C2 will be your answer. So what 12C2 means? 12 into 11 by 1 into 2. So 2 1s, 2 6. So total how many handshakes will happen in that party? 6 handshakes will happen in that party. 6 handshakes will happen in that party. Understood? Similarly, for example, there is a tournament. There are 10 teams. Every team should play with every other team. Then how many matches will be conducted there? That means what happens there? 10 teams are there. For one match, 2 teams are required. So 10C2. 10 into 9 by 1 into 2. So 2 1s are 2 5s are. So how many matches should be conducted there? 45 matches should be conducted in the tournament. Understood, student? Like this we are going to solve. So any event, this is very important. Once again I am repeating, the chances to ask a question from this area is very high. So any event which requires 2 people, directly you can go for NC2. Okay, right. Next one. From a group of 5 men and 6 women, 5 persons are to be selected to form a committee. In how many ways it can be done? Okay. From a group of 5 men and 6 women, Okay, a committee need to be formed. In how many ways it can be formed? That is the question for us, they given for us. Of how many people? 5 persons. Committee of 5 persons. Did they mention that about how many number of men or how many number of women should be there in that committee? No. They didn't mention any special case here. In that case, from the total how many people I have here? 11 persons. From the 11 persons, I need to pick just 5 persons. So, 11C5. 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 I can directly take the value as 11C5. 11C5. Why? Because from 11 people there is no condition or anything here. I need to pick 5 people. So, 11C5. The answer will be here 11C5. Next one. Now see here, from a group of 5 men and 6 women, 5 persons are to be selected to form a committee such that at least 3 men are there in the committee. Now I need to select 5 persons in that committee, and definitely 3 should be men. So what are the possibilities I can make a committee? First of all, we should write the possibilities of forming the committee. What are the possibilities? At least 3 men, right? So minimum 3 men I should take. 3 men and 2 women. This is one way of forming the committee, right? Or 4 men and 1 woman. This is another way of forming the committee. Why? Because minimum of 3 men I can have. I can have 4 men or all the 5 people as men also. Or 5 men. First of all, before writing all men, we either check all men possibility is there. Yes, 5 men are there. So I can take 5 men. Okay, sometimes what happens is there will be only 4 men. In that case, you cannot take all the 5 people as men. Why? Because available are 4 in number. So this case will not be there. But in this case, yes, there are 5 men for us. So we can take 5 men. Okay. So these are the possibilities for me. In how many ways? In what ways I can pick the committee? 3 men and 2 women, or 4 men and 1 woman, or all the 5 as men. Now see here. Total how many men I have here? 5 men. From that 5 men I need to pick 3. So 5C3. End means already I told you into 2 women. So total how many women I have here? 6. From them I need to pick 2. Into, or means what? Plus. From 5 men I need to pick 4 men, means 5C4. Into, from 6 women I need to pick 1 woman, so 6C1. Plus, from 5 men I need to pick all the 5 men, so 5C5. 5C5. Okay. Now 5C3 means nothing but 5C2, right? 5C3 is nothing but 5C2. 5C2 how I will write it? 5 into 4 by 1 into 2. Into 6C2 means what I will write? 6 into 5 by 1 into 2. Plus 5C4 means 5C1. So directly 5. 6C1 means 6. 5C5 means 1. So now what happens here, students? 2 1s, 2 2s, 2 1s, 2 3s. 5 2s are 10, 10 3s are 30, 30 5s are 150. 5 6 are 30 plus 1. So in how many ways I can pick the committee? In 181 different ways I can pick the committee. In 181 different ways I can pick the committee. Okay, right. Next one. Now we will see some questions. In an examination, a student is to answer 10 out of 13 questions. Okay, good. In order to attempt 10 out of 13 questions, such that he must choose at least 4 from the first 5 questions. Okay, 13 questions are divided now into 2 groups, right? First 5 and the remaining will be how many? 8 in number. So what is the condition they are giving us for us in this case? At least 4 from first 5, and that is the case. So what I will do is 4 from first 5 and the remaining 6 should be from the remaining 8, right? Why? Because overall he need to attempt 10 questions. 6 from remaining 8. 6 from remaining 8. Or he can attempt all the first 5 questions from first 5. Yes, why? Because at least 4 from first 5. So 5 from first 5 and remaining 5 from 8. 5 from 8. Then he can in this way also he can attempt 4 from first 5 and remaining 6 from remaining 8. Or he can attempt 5 from first 5 and remaining from 5 from remaining 8. This is the case, right? So now see here, 4 from first 5 means what? In how many ways he can do it? 5C4 into 6 from remaining 8 means 8C6. or means what? Plus 5 from 5 means 5C5 into 5 from 8 means 8C5. Remember one thing students, always our R will be less than or equal to N. Okay, if there are only 4 people, if you want to choose 6 people, how it is possible? It is not at all possible, right? So generally our R will be always less than or equal to N. No need to worry. Here this value will be always greater than or equal to this below value. Okay, no need to worry or learn any other things. Make it simple. This value will be greater than or equal to this base value always. Okay, right. 5C4 means what? 5C1. 5C1 means what? 5. 8C6 means what I can write? 8 into 7, 8C2. 8C6 means 8C2. 8C2 I will write as 8 into 7 by 1 into 2. Plus 5C5 means what? 1. 8C5 is nothing but 8C3. Sorry, 8C3. So what I can write? 8C3? 1 into 2 into 3. 8C5 is equal to 8C3. Okay. So 2 1s, 2 4s, 2 3s are 6, 6 will get cancelled. Now 5 4s are 20, 27s are 140 plus 8 7s are 56. So overall what I will get here? 196. So this can be done in how many ways? 196 ways. He can answer the questions in how many different ways? In 196 different ways. Okay, right. Next one. A lady gives a dinner party to 5 guests to be selected from 9 friends. The number of ways of forming the party of 5, given that 2 of the friends will not attend the party together. 2 of the friends will not attend the party together. Then how we need to do? Out of those 9 friends, 2 friends will not attend the party together. Now what we can do here? Tell me. Instead of finding the answer directly, we will find it indirectly. Assume that those 2 friends always come together. So what I will do is negation I will do it. So total minus 2 friends always come together. In reverse I am going to get the answer. Okay, actually if one comes the other will not come, right? That is the case. So what I will do is I will find the total number of chances. From that I will subtract the chances where they both will come. Okay, so in reverse order I will. So total number of ways means what? So total how many are there for me? 9 friends. From that I need to call 5 guests. So total number of ways is 9C5 minus always come together means see here in that 5 guests definitely those 2 friends will be there. See total 9 guests are there. 9 friends are there. In that those 2 people I will consider as a group and the remaining are how many in number? 7. So 9C5 minus the 2 will come, 2 from 2, which 2? That friends who should not come together, I am considering them as friends. I am thinking that they both will attend the function, 2 from 2 and how many more guests I need to select? I need to select 3 from remaining 7. Why? Because totals 9 are there for me. So 3 from remaining 7. So what I can write now? 9C5 minus 2 from 2 means 2C2 into 7C3. 2C2 into 7C3. 9C5 means what? 9C5 is nothing but 9C4. So what I can write? 9 into 8 into 7 into 6 by 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 minus 2C2 is 1 into 7C3 means 7 into 6 into 5 by 1 into 2 into 3. See here 2 4s are 8, 3 1s are 3 2s are 2 3s are 6, 6 will get cancelled. Now see here 9 7s are 63, 63 2s are 126 minus 7 5s are 35. So what you will get here? 91. So our answer here is 91. So that means she can invite her friends in 91 different ways such that 2 of the friends will not come together. I am finding the total number of ways without any condition. From 9 friends, if I want to invite 5 friends means how I can do? 9C5 ways minus she is telling that 2 friends will not come together. Now what I am doing, instead of finding will not come together, I am finding the total always come together case. That means the 2 will come from the 2 and the 3 from the remaining 7. Why? Because total guests are 5 in number. So 3 from the remaining 7. So in this manner we will get the answer for this question. Understood? Right. Next one we will see. How many 3-digit natural numbers without repetition of digits are such that each digit is odd and the number is divisible by 5? Okay. First of all, 3-digit natural number I need to make, and each digit should be what? Odd digits. Each digit should be what? Odd digits. So what are the digits which are possible for me? 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. All the digits are odd. Okay, good, super. The digits which are possible for me is 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. Now in this, all the numbers should be divisible by what? 5. All the numbers should be divisible by what? 5. See here students, if a number is divisible by 5 means, what is the divisibility rule which we have? The unit digit should be 0 or 5. Unit digit should be 0 or 5. Here in this case I cannot take 0. Why? Because 0 is not at all available for me. So that definitely my unit digit should be what? 5. So how many chances will be there for my unit digit? Only one chance. And that is fixed. Indirectly I should put what he said is 5 should be there always at the units place only. Now tell me how many chances will I have for my first position and for my second position? Out of 5, 1 is fixed here. So I will be left with more how many? 4 for my first position. And clearly they mentioned without repetition of digits. That means 2 were locked, 1 is locked here, 1 is locked here. So I will be left with more how many? 3. So how many chances? 1 chance. So 4 into 3 into 1. So total how many numbers can be formed means 12 numbers can be formed. See here students, if you go with the formulas, to understand this question itself will take a lot of time. Okay, if you have the basic idea to solve the problems, then it is very, very easy. Understood? So that is the reason I told you that permutations and combinations in the basic things, so that you can solve most of the questions very effectively. This is the process. Okay, chances, by taking the help of chances, we will get the answers very effectively students. Instead of formula, we will go with chances. The letters A, B, C, D, E are arranged such a way that there are exactly 2 letters between A and E. How many such arrangements can be made? Okay, total how many are there for me? 5 are there. 5 are there. So if I take A here, where I can place E? I can place E here. Why? Because exactly 2 letters should be there between A and E. Now similarly I can take E here and I can take E here. This is one chance. Next, if I take A here, where I can place E, the only chance I left for me is this is the chance. And similarly, if I take E here, where I can place my A, I can place A here. Apart from this, is there any other choice? I can arrange A and E such that I can place exactly 2 letters between A and E. 2 letters between A and E. No, we don't have any other choice. We don't have any other choice. We cannot place 2 letters between A and E apart from this. So now tell me, A and E are fixed. That means 1 chance each. Here also 1. So 3 letters. The remaining 3 letters can be arranged in these 3 gaps in how many ways? In 3 factorial ways. Arranging the things right. In how many ways we can arrange the remaining 3 letters in 3 factorial ways? Here also 3 factorial ways. Here also 3 factorial ways. Here also 3 factorial ways. I can arrange that B, C, D in 3 factorial, 3 factorial, 3 factorial ways. 3 factorial means what? 6. 6, 6, 6. Why? Because these are OR. I can arrange like this, or I can arrange like this, or I can arrange like this. OR means what? You will add the things. So total how many chances I will have here, or how many different ways I can arrange them? I can arrange them in 24 different ways. Here this is nothing but the arrangement, permutations concept. This is arrangement. So permutation concept. So please try to arrange the things in this manner. If you understand this one, this is very simple. Else it will take a lot of time for us to solve. So the answer here is 24. 24. Next. There are 8 equidistant points on a circle. How many right angle triangles? So before solving this question, we should have some basic knowledge about the semicircle students. See here, in a semicircle, if you draw a triangle taking this diameter, we call this as diameter, right? This diameter as a side, definitely all the triangles will be right angled triangles. Okay, in a semicircle, if you take this diameter as a one side of the triangle, definitely all the triangles will be right angled triangles. There is no doubt in that. All the triangles will be right angled triangles, students. Okay, a triangle drawn in a right angle in a semicircle. Triangle drawn in a semicircle, taking the diameter as one side of the triangle, then always the triangle will be a right angled triangle. Always the triangle will be a right angled triangle. This is one of the properties of what we can say angles or semicircle or circles. Okay, this is one of the property. Now come to our given question. There are 8 equidistant points on a circle. Equidistant means what? When I draw equidistant points, then exactly 2 will be opposite to each other. Why? Because total 360 degrees is divided into 8 parts. Each part will become how much? 45 degrees sections, right? So what will happen here? These points will be exactly opposite to each other. So now I am joining 2 points. When I join 2 exactly opposite points in a circle, what it becomes? It becomes a diameter. Definitely it will pass from the center and it will become a diameter. When I join 2 exactly opposite points on a circle, definitely it will pass from the center and it will become a diameter. Okay. Now I am joining these 2 points. Okay. What they are telling, triangles can be drawn using these points as vertices and taking the diameter as one side of the triangle. So definitely I should take this diameter as one side of the triangle and I should use only these points as vertices. Now please tell me, when I draw a triangle with this one, it will form a right angle triangle from this property. From this property, definitely it will form a right angle triangle. Next, when I draw between these 2, it will form a right angle triangle. Yes. When I draw between these 2, it will form a right angle triangle. And similarly, between this, it will form a right angle triangle. From here, it will form a right angle triangle. From here, it will form a right angle triangle. So with 2 points, with these 2 points, how many right angle triangles are formed for me? 3 at the top, 3 at the bottom. So total with 2 points, I got how many triangles? How many right angle triangles? I got 6 right angled triangles. With 2 points, I got 6 right angle triangles. Like this, total how many points I have here? 8 points. And when I join the exactly opposite points, how many semicircles it can be formed? 4 pairs of semicircles it can be formed. In one pair, I am getting 6 right angle triangles, means in 4 pairs, I will get how many? Like this, with one base, I got 6 triangles. That means 2 points means 1 base, right? I got 6 triangles. Now I have 8 points means 4 bases. With 4 bases, how many I will get? 4 into 6. How many right angle triangles can be formed? 24 right angle triangles can be formed. 24 right angled triangles can be formed. Okay, students, right? Next one. One non-zero digit, one vowel and one consonant are used to form an English alphabet. Okay, are used to forming an password such that each password has to start with a vowel. Okay, it should start with a vowel and end with a consonant. Vowel and consonant, and it should contain one digit, non-zero digit. One non-zero digit, it should start with a vowel and it should end with a consonant. Total in English alphabet, how many vowels do we have, students? 5 vowels. So for the first position, how many chances I will have? 5 chances. These are chances. When it comes to this digit, what they are telling? Non-zero digit. Non-zero digit. How many non-zero digits? Overall digits are 10 in number. In that 0 is included. So now non-zero means we should remove 0. So how many chances I will there for this middle one? I will have 9 chances. And the last one should be what? A consonant. So total in alphabets, if we have 5 vowels means how many consonants we will have? 21 consonants. So for the last position, how many chances will I have? 21. So 5 into 9 into 21. 5 into 9 into 21. Okay. 5 9s are 45. 45 21s are 945. 945. So total how many passwords we can make with that logic? We can make 945 different passwords. We can make 945 different passwords using that logic. Next one. What is the numbers of the form 0.xy where xy are distinct non-zero digits? Okay. There is a number in this format 0.xy. Now they are telling that how many numbers can be formed. See, distinct non-zero digits. X and Y are distinct. See, non-zero digits, how many we have? 9 in number. And here they use the word distinct. Distinct means X and Y are different. I cannot take the same numbers. So what I can get here? 0 point. How many chances I will have for X? Out of 9, all the 9 will be there for me here. How many chances will I have for Y? Why? Because distinct means I cannot use once again, right? So out of 9, 1 is occupied here. So more, how many I will be left here? 8 chances. So 9 into 8, 72. So we will have total 72 chances, 72 different types of numbers which can be written in the form of 0.xy. For example, if they skipped this word distinct, then what would be our answer? If they skip this word distinct, so what would be our answer? 0 point. How many chances I will have here? 9. And how many chances I will have here? 9. Why? Because I can repeat the things. So 9 into 9, 81 chances. But here they use the word distinct, so we are not going to consider this. Okay. Next one. What is the sum of all 4-digit numbers less than 2000 formed by the digits 1, 2, 3, 4 where none of the digits is repeated? Okay, what are the digits I need to use? 1, 2, 3 and 4. These are the 4 digits I need to use here. Okay, good, superb, sir. Now next, I need to write all the 4-digit numbers less than 2000. Less than 2000. By using these 4 digits only. See here, less than 2000 means always my number should start with what in this case? It should start with 1 only, right? With this digit 1. Why? Because if it starts with either 2, 3 or 4, the number will become more than 2000. The number becomes more than 2000. So that means the first position is fixed for 1. Okay, the first position is fixed for 1. We cannot change that one. From here onwards, I can shuffle this 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4 will come here. What he is telling us is, we need to, none of the digits is repeated. We cannot use that repetition logic also. Next, we need to write the sum of all this type of numbers. Now see here, these 3 numbers can be arranged here in how many ways? 3 factorial ways, that is equal to 6 different ways. That means total how many numbers can be formed here? 6 different numbers. So students, to get this idea, we will write this one. Now please see here, what are the numbers we will get? 1, 2, 3, 4 or 1, 2, 4, 3 or 1, 3, 2, 4 or 1, 3, 4, 2 or 1, 4, 2, 3 or 1, 4, 3, 2. These are the 6 numbers which are less than 2000 can be formed by using the digits 1, 2, 3, 4. Now please see here, 4 will be there 2 times, 2 will be there 2 times, 3 will be there 2 times in units place, tens place and hundreds place. So now 4 plus 3, 4 plus 3, what it becomes? 7 plus 7, 14, 14 plus 4, 18, sum will become 18. Next 18 plus 1, 19. Next 18 plus 1, 19. So 6 plus 1, 7. So the sum of those numbers will become what? 7998. 7998. Actually speaking, most of the students think that, sir, why we are learning all these concepts under these numbers, these permutations and combinations means, see here students, indirectly these things are related to the permutations and combinations only. If you are confident enough to say that there are only 6 numbers possible, then directly you will add those 6 numbers. You will think in that manner and then only solve it. Else, it will take a lot of time to understand the question. Okay, we should understand that yes, this question is more or less related to permutations and combinations only. Right? Why? Because see, 1 is fixed here. So how many chances I will have? 6 chances. 6 different numbers I can form. So 3 factorial means 6. So you will have a clarity that exactly yes, there are only 6 possible numbers. Those 6 possible numbers you write it. 6 is a very small number. So that is the reason he asked about the sum. Sir, in here it is only 6 possibilities. For example, if there are 10 and 20, those questions they will not ask students. If they have asked means definitely we can write those numbers. That possibility is there, because of that reason only he asked this question. Okay, right? Next one. There are 5 tasks and 5 persons. Okay, this type of questions is very, very important, students. Task 1 cannot be assigned to either person 1 or person 2. Task 2 must be assigned to either person 3 or person 4. Every person is to be assigned 1 task. In how many ways can the assignment be done? That is the question for us. Okay, in how many ways the task should be done? Whenever you see this type of questions, first of all, which one you need to fill? That is very, very important. Which value you need to fill, or which task should be fulfilled first means, see here, the case which is there must, task 2 must be assigned to either person 3 or person 4, right? So always first of all fulfill that task 2. Task 2 can be assigned to whom? Person 3 or person 4. So for task 2, how many chances are there for me? 2 chances are there to do task 2. 2 chances are there to do task 2. First, fulfill the task 2. Why? Because task 2 must be assigned to either person 3 or person 4. So first we need to do that one. Now come to task 1. See here, task 1 cannot be assigned to either person 1 or person 2. But task 1 can be assigned to 3, 4 or 5, right? Person 3, person 4 or person 5. But already one of the two persons, person 3 and person 4 is locked here. So I will be left with how many chances for my task to 1? Either person 3 or person 4 availability and person 5. Why? Because only one out of these two persons will be available for me here. Why? Because already one person will be assigned to task 2. So only one person will be available for me and this person 5. So how many chances I will have for my task 1? 2 chances. 2 chances. Please be careful, students. Why? Because the chances to make mistake is very high. Most of the students, what they think here is, okay, task 1 should not be done by 1 and 2. So there is 3 chances for task 1. Person 3, person 4, person 5. That is wrong perception. Only 2 will be available. Why? Because task 2 already will be assigned by either of person 3 or person 4. One person is locked here. So out of these 2 persons, I will be left with only one person. That one person and person 5, that is task 1. Now when it comes to task 3, 4 and 5, there is no condition for 3, 4 and 5. So first of all fulfill these 2. So out of 5 persons, 2 persons are locked here, right? Any 2 persons. Now how many chances will I have for my task 3? 3 chances. How many chances will I have for my task 4? 2 chances. The reason is already 3 are locked. So task 4 I will have only 2 persons. Task 5 only 1 chance. Task 5 only 1 chance. So now what will be my final answer? 2 into 2 into 3 into 2 into 1. This will be my final answer. So 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12, 12 2s are 24. So this can be assigned in how many different ways? In 24 different ways. In 24 different ways. Students, this is very important. To whom you are assigning the first task, that is very important. You should understand this concept. The must case you should allot first and then only go to the remaining. If not, what you few students will do is, they will take task 1. Okay, for task 1 there are 3 chances. For task 2, 2 chances directly without any verification. They will write for task 2, and from task 3, 4 and 5 onwards, they will think, okay, in a normal manner. Okay, 3, 2 and 1. Why? Because 2 are already locked. So 3, 2 and 1. This is wrong perception, students. So definitely, why? Because how we will have 3 chances here? Already one of the 2 persons is locked here. So you will have only 2 chances for task 1. Okay. So please be careful. Right. Next question. Pause the video and try to solve this one, students. Why? Because this is more or less the same type of question. Similar to our 9th question, that means previous question. Pause the video and try to get the answer for this one. We will solve it. A selection is to be made for one post. A selection is to be made for one post of principal and 2 posts of vice principal among the 6 candidates called for the interview. Okay. Only 2 are eligible for the post of principal, while all are eligible for the post of vice principal. The number of possible combinations of selectees is, okay. Now see here, students, we have principal post and we have vice principal post. Vice principal post. Now among the 6 candidates called for the, only 2 are eligible for the post of principal, while they are eligible for the post of vice principal. All are eligible for. So first of all, whom we will total, how many are there for us? 6 candidates are there. So 1 principal and 2 vice principal. Okay, 1 principal and 2 vice principal I need to fill. Now please see here, tell me, students, which post you will fill first. Which post you will fill first means principal post I will fill first. For principal, how many chances I have? 2 chances. For principal, how many chances I have? 2 chances. Out of 6 people, 2 people are possible for principal. Okay. So, but how many will be selected? Only 1 will be selected. So, out of 6, 1 is gone for principal. Now, I will be left with more how many people? 5 people. Now, all the 5 are eligible for the post of vice principal. So out of 5 people, I need to select 2 people. So, the total number of ways is here is equal to 2 into 5C2. 2 into 5C2. This 2 is for principal and this 5C2 is for vice principal. So, 2 into 5C2 means what I can write? 5 into 4 by 1 into 2. So, 2 1s, 2 2s. So, 2 5s are 10, 10 2s are 20. So, I can do in 20 different ways. I can do the selection in 20 different ways. None of this is our answer here. So, please see here students, once again, first I need to fill the principal post. So, actually this is 2C1 we need to write. From 2 people I need to pick 1 principal, right? 2 are eligible. 2C1 directly I have written it as 2. 2C1 2. Okay, now out of 6, 1 is gone for principal post. Now, I will be left with more how many people? Only 5 people. From that 5, I need to pick 2 for vice principal. So, 5C2. Okay, so total in how many ways we can do it? 20 different ways. So, there is no option for us here, none of the above. None of the above. Understood students? In this manner, we are going to solve the problems. In this manner, we are going to solve the problems from this concept. Right? Thank you very much. We will see in our next session with some more problems. See, circular arrangement is there for us still in permutations and some other problems from the same concept, permutations and combinations, which are purely related to our CSAT. Thank you very much. Thank you.